That's Rebirth Day, the great turning point after the catastrophe which ended up polluting the whole planet. If it wasn't for the dome, humanity could have gone extinct. A couple of heroes used all new technology to prevent the living world from being wiped out. In particular, they built a dome prototype in order to house survivors and, hopefully, prosper again in safety. This event closed off contact between all continents and civilizations on Earth, which are still limited to this day. That's odd. This is an exposition on the construction of the dome, but I don't see one. Population is estimated to have grown from 50,000 on Rebirth Day to 1 million by 172 AR. Yet, a dome's housing capacity is supposed to be 200,000 max. Therefore, restrictions on the number of births had to be put into place. Weird. The keys are all aligned on this keyboard. What's it for? I should take a closer look. Starting from the 9th century, technology got progressive evolutions. Entertainment became an important part of society, as evidenced by all the cultural objects retrieved. Here is an ancient musical instrument we've carefully restored according to the materials found in direct proximity of its remains. I can't press here. The key is missing. Starting from the 9th century, technology got progressive evolutions. Entertainment became an important part of society, as evidenced by all the cultural objects retrieved. Here is an ancient musical instrument we've carefully restored according to the materials found in direct proximity of its remains. Hup.
What's this tribot doing here?
I wonder. Maybe to handle security? What a strange device. Kinda looks like my phone, but even mine doesn't look that ancient. What's it doing on the floor? That must be an exposition piece. One more to the collection. Those tribots are scaring me. I better look away. The current sex ratio at birth for females is 31%. Archaeological research suggests this hasn't always been the case, but it is the unequivocal result of our evolution. Who knows? Maybe nature did it itself to prevent disproportionate population growth. In the past centuries, males and females fought for their rights. In our society, females are deemed too valuable to do trivial jobs, and it's their duty to carry and take care of children.
Again, they forget to mention these rules don't apply in the slums, but the low female birth ratio does.
Yeah, it's not like there are many women roaming around the slums. And the few I've ever met are way too busy making a living to worry about offspring. Some history about the revolt. 5 centuries after the Rebirth Day, tensions increased between the descendants of nomads living outside the dome and the domists living inside. Even though their ancestors made their own decision to live outside, the nomads began to claim the same possessions and rights as domists, resulting in free trade circulation between the two sides. A revolt turned into a war, which claimed hundreds of thousands of victims. It is during this conflict that domists named the outside people slummers, while they respectively started calling people living under the dome drummers. The overwhelming violence of those revolts still resonates to this day. No further rebellion involving all united slummers ever happened again. (3026 AR, Tridecium 5th, the Autarchism Day. Over the history, several political models have succeeded one another. The longest-running, a direct democracy involving several countries, was phased out after years of skepticism and a deep economic crisis. Resistance came from political grounds, who didn't want to believe there could be a better model. However, the vast majority of Atlasia's citizens refused those debates. They believed politics to take a growing part of their free time and judged themselves unable and unwilling to decide. A census survey was conducted, which clearly showed that political talks are harmful for humans' health. It was then decided that politics would be banned altogether. A self-proclaimed government now makes the decisions for everyone. This way, no citizen has to worry about bigger state decisions in their day-to-day life. In addition to this, Atlasia became independent, cutting all remaining ties with nearby countries. Atlasia citizens can focus on their own priorities. This freedom is what gave it the name autarchism.